nighttime. It took me so long getting back to my right mind. 5 days straight, no rest, oh well. Don't need no scale. I've been on my, I don't need no help. Always getting money, rains, no sleep. Every day I work my thumb. I don't get to take off. A hater get off. I'm ready.
We are just to the west of you, Coach, on the Gulf Coast of Florida at Raymond James Stadium, just north of downtown Tampa. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Minnesota Vikings and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
Yellow. On the line, right? Go. You got double tight. 3 down. 57 color. 49, check 49. Motion.
Now the first carry for Ronald Jones. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
On 2nd and 9, Mahomes flushed out right. Looking downfield for jump. He's got him in. Complete. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. A gain of 32 that time. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. They go play fake. Mahomes. And they're going to get him. He's taken down for a sack back at the 47-yard line.
I know there'll be a little bit of criticism there because they went right back to the air after the huge pickup and end up getting sacked. That's often a play that you make. You feel like you've got momentum on your side.
Unfortunately, the O-line failed to hold up to try to keep that momentum going. So now 20 yards to go on 2nd down after the sack. Work to be done.
Yellow. 57 color.
Watch twist. Check 31.
Yellow.
SOS.
Looking to throw is Mahomes. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
It is tough to complete passes against zone defenses. The windows that you see open, they shrink pretty rapidly. How about being able to hit a moving target against a zone before the next guy can get there and make a play on the ball?
Not easy for any quarterback, no matter the situation, and there the defense won the battle. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
He's coming. Double up.
Hero 15.
On play action, it's Mahomes. Eluding the pressure right. Looking downfield for Godwin. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, and have them back on their heels.
So on 4th down, here's Chris Jones to punt it away. And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. And they'll play keep away from the returner as this one will be marked out of bounds at the 13-yard line. Pretty good spot. A former Seminole back home in Florida. It's Dalvin Cook. And just not a ton of room to work with. He'll get it to the 15 for a gain of 2. Tackle made that time by Vita Vea.
Brings up 2nd and 8 at the 15-yard line.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
Hey, watch the screen, watch the screen. Watch the screen. 6 guys, check 6 guys.
Here's Wilson. That's caught by the tight end, Irv Smith Jr. 10 yards, and it's good for a Viking first down.
One of the advantages of zone defense, as I remember it, is being able to see the play develop in front of you. One of the disadvantages, when they find those levels where they can hit you with it. Sometimes behind the corner and in front of the safety, it makes it tough to defend.
280. 6-man. Clear.
First down, here's the run with Cook. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Here's Wilson. That's to Dalvin Cook, his running back. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down.
Well, from their point of view, this game could not be starting out much better, could it? Force a punt on defense, and now they're moving it crisply on offense.
Crisply, I like that.
Like that?
Yeah, moving it very, very well. Looks like the defense on their heels a little bit. You put a score in here, long way to go, but you're right, that's a heck of a start.
Yeah, and I think this is where the play caller is looking at his play sheet and saying, do I have that dagger play? Do I have that play and just finish them off right now? Because I think they'd love to gain that big advantage early.
Hey, come on out here. Come get some. Go. 40. He don't want it. Check right 45. Check right 45. Hey.
From midfield now, here's Wilson. He's got it complete to Stephon Diggs. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
One thing we do know, he's going to get his catches. So as they move forward defensively, got to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in the secondary.
Let's go.
And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 41. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a third down. 3rd and 2, now Wilson. Wilson hit, it's loose, it's out, fumble.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. Got out of the pocket, didn't look like he had anybody open, Charles, so just gets rid of it.
And a good play by him. If no one's open and you don't have a running lane that you want to take, make the right choice. Get rid of it, live to fight another down.
Check 26. Check 26. Alert.
Second and 10. It's Wilson again. Pressure comes, and Wilson's going to go down.
Enough to start to have a good drive. Quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
Now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. From the shotgun, Wilson. And the pressure gets to him again.
Well, that's the second time he's been sacked so far in the first half. And if they have designs on having a big year, on going anywhere, they've got to find a way to keep him upright so he can throw the football.
The Vikings send out their punter. Back deep, Deontay Harris. He gets us away. It's a good one. Drawing toward the sidelines. And there's a work of art right there. Out of bounds at the 2-yard line. Excellent placement, and off that bounce, Charles, I didn't know where it was going to go. It can be an inexact science as to where they place it, but they say the 2-yard line.
Yeah, I don't know how they really determined that. And let's face it, at the end of that play, one side's going to be happy, the other team's going to be unhappy. So, what do they do, shorten the hypotenuse? I mean, how do they figure that out? You know that stuff. You're the smart guy.
Oh, that's you, partner.
56. Here we go. Get back.
They'll start the drive with a carry by Jones. And he's going to be taken down shy of the 5-yard line. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 4-yard line.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Stay with your man. 56 to Mike, boys. 56. Check 56. I got you. Pump. Mike Charlie. 56. Oh, here we go. Oh, Mike's 56. Mike's 56. Attack. Ready? 56. Mike, 56.
Shotgun snap to Mahomes. Escaping and Mahomes is going to go down in the end zone, and that is going to be a safety. Well, we thought these two defenses, they might come to play. One has already come to play here. A safety for the opening points of the game.
Brandon, let's file this play away because if it turns out to be a tight game, who knows? This could wind up being the difference.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They were forced to punt on their initial drive of the new season. Now they're ready to go as they begin again with a 1st and 10. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. He'll get 15 and a Vikings 1st down.
Coming in, he really liked his chance of having a big year based on a terrific offseason. And runs like that on opening weekend show that he's right.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10.
Go 14.
They run again on 1st down. Cook. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 47-yard line.
380.
An entertaining start to this one. More to come on EA Sports.
We got three, fellas. We got 3. Check. Watch 54. Go left.
On 2nd down, it's Cook. He'll get 3 up to midfield.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the 2nd level.
The Bucs with an extra defender now in the secondary here on 3rd down.
Back. 25. Check 25. Hey, 0. Watch the ship.
From the midfield stripe, they look to throw. Finds his tight end Ingram. First catch of the new season for him, and he picks up the 1st.
Well, sometimes our pregame meetings do pay off, don't they? What do the guys in the locker room call him?
Well, they said it with a chuckle. They called him Old Reliable.
Yeah, that means he doesn't move quite as fast as he used to, but he still knows all the tricks, doesn't he? Even that little gentle push-off in order to get open. He finds a way to pick up a 1st down.
I got you, boy.
And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. On 2nd and 12, Wilson. Flush to his right. And a big loss here as he's taken down.
Like the footwork back there. I thought he did a pretty good job of evading that first wave of players. Trying to buy a little extra time out of the pocket, but in the end, oh, that was a tough one.
Yeah, winds up getting buried for the loss. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after first and second down went backwards. It's third and very long.
Got it. Good, guys. 4 down. Motion. 45 is the mic.
Let's make these babies cry all the way back home, yo.
Check.
Cry all the way back. That's it.
From the gun, it's Wilson. Going deep for Diggs. And this will be caught at the 30. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. An excellent pickup of 34 yards. Back in the first quarter, you said it, they need to avoid the big play, but he just got a big one right there.
You can't. He talked about in the first quarter, but as the game progresses, still opportunities, and he took advantage of one there.
Now a loose football. The ball comes out, but this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same.
I don't know about you, but I could hear and feel the sigh of relief all the way up here in our booth.
That was palpable. The sideline, the friend there.
No doubt about it. If the ball goes over the sideline, able to retain possession, no turnover. I know his coaches are screaming, just hang on to the ball, man.
Mike, 380.
Mike, 45. Nice, sweetheart.
Alert.
He's coming.
Throwing on second down. Wilson. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's the one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
The Vikings on third down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 10.
Check out read. Check out.
Again, Wilson looking for the end zone. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Jamal Adams. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Brandon, this is a veteran quarterback back there. He should know better than to make a throw like this. This is definitely not his best ball, and I think he knew this was trouble the second it was leaving his hand.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. And, of course, coming off the safety the last time they had the football. Never want that.
No, that's pretty unique, too, isn't it? When you give up points that way and the scoreboard, you look up and it says 2-0, it can throw you a little bit. Let's see if they can put that to the side and move forward. One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
Hey, 15.
Mike 56. Mike 56.
From the 24, Mahomes looking downfield for Godwin. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a third down.
One thing I know from experience is that when the deep ball is thrown and you're the defender, you've got to fight that little bit of panic that emerges. You've got to play the ball really well. It's a 50-50 jump ball play, and guess what? They took a shot. How are you going to win it? And in this case, they managed to get it done.
So after the second down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6.
Switch it. Come on, switch it. General, fast.
Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Slam. Yellow. Shoot.
56 the mic. 56 is the mic.
Watch 50. Yellow.
Watch the block. Motion. Block.
Working from the gun, Mahomes. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 25. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
Now, that was a beautiful play. A pick six. How would you punctuate something like that, partner?
What do you mean, with an exclamation mark?
Exclamation mark, a big word. What would you do with that?
Ampersand?
I like it.
Extra point splits the uprights, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six, and now the kick is away. This is taken at the 3.
We got this.
At their own 23-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. Now Mahomes to try again after the pick six. There's the Penn State man. It's Chris Godwin. It's a gain of 16, first down Tampa Bay. From up near the 40 now after the big play to start, here's another 1st and 10.
First and 10.
Yellow, yellow.
39-yard line.
Check. Mud's 56. You go night. Stop go night. 56. Mike, 50.
Hero 15.
56. Watch the run.
Check.
Now a draw play. This is Jones. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
Another example right there how this defense really is winning the entire game at the point of attack.
Yeah, right there at the line of scrimmage because they are dominating it. It allows their interior guys to get upfield and spill into the back.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely. He's been on constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, there's still a long way to go in this football game.
Attack.
Hey, I got it.
Play action. Now it's Mahomes. And that'll be incomplete. Well, they took their shot all right, but it comes up empty, and it's 4th down. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. A good return there. Call it 13 yards. And the Vikings will take over here, 1st and 10. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And this is a unit that, to be frank, doesn't look like they've woken up yet. I mean, a punt and a turnover on their first 2 drives.
And I think the game's starting to take shape a little bit now. And I'm going to take it into the basketball world. When you're having trouble scoring or moving the ball in basketball, what do? Get it to their best player, right? Find a matchup, create it, exploit it, and try and move the football.
13 yards as the Vikings pick up the 1st down. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Switch gears.
One left. One left.
Here we go.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. A reminder coming up at halftime, it's the season debut of the coach, Jonathan Coachman in Orlando, as we look ahead to all the action coming up this opening weekend. And of course, we'll also take a look back at this first half.
Motion out of the backfield.
A quick throw taken in by Diggs. Just a yard on the catch there. It'll be 2nd and 9.
Is that not the very definition of a tough yard game?
Now, is that one where as the receiver you go to your quarterback and say, why'd you even throw that?
Yeah, I think you do, and I think you wonder what type of a route are you going to send me on that only 1 yard's going to be the result? If I'm going to go in there and take contact, let's go ahead and get something out of it, not just 1 yard.
What? Move the team.
45. Hey, man. Watch the boots. Watch
Good job right there.
Watch safety three. Watch safety three.
Now a give running right, it's Cook. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. The Bucs going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important third down. Out of the gun, here's Wilson. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The Bucs forced to use their third and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. The Vikings send out their punter as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And this punt goes out of bounds, and it'll be marked inside the 40. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, the punter no longer exists for their offense. That's how they have to treat this drive.
They need points.
Big time.
On first down, Mahomes. Airing this one out for Evans. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. Second down.
But one thing's for sure, when you get a big receiver and you trust him downfield, you're going to give him opportunities to go up and get that 50-50 ball.
And he is a darn good big receiver. Unfortunately, that time didn't work out. Nice job defensively. Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10.
Big series right here. We got to step it up. 56.
Now here's Mahomes. Flushed out right. That's complete to his receiver, Godwin. He will go out right near the 35-yard line. A gain of 28 yards there and give him a first down.
First and 10 at the 35-yard line.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
You can't block me. You can't block me.
From the gun, it's Mahomes. That's going to be caught. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. O.J. Howard, 35 yards, as they are now on the board here in the first half. The way this one was going, you just got the sense they needed something before half. They've at least got something on the board now. Still trailing, but a good sign.
That takes me back to our preseason tour of NFL camps. You remember we talked with that one coach who said his emphasis this year was scoring in the last 2 minutes of a half, heading into the locker room. This hits it right there. Take that momentum, take that good feeling, and take it to the locker room, regroup, and start over. They got it here.
They did indeed, and a lot of football, full half to be played. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. You're under a minute to go here in the half. Field position not really in your favor, but still time to try and move the ball and get in field goal range.
Yeah, you've got the lead. It's definitely a thought. Let's go ahead and try and increase it. But at the same time, I don't like the odds. I don't like where they are in the field. Got the lead. They've done well in the first half. Don't mess it up and go into halftime looking at each other wondering what if.
Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Now Cook, he's got it off the draw. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. And the Bucs with an extra defender in the secondary now on 3rd down. From the gun, Wilson. They're able to locate Wilson. Now the Vikings will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. They'll throw on 1st down with Wilson. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The Vikings going to use their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle. Wilson. He's got Smith here. They get 16 out of that one, but they'll still need to convert on 3rd. Wilson in the offense not coming off the field. They're going for it on 4th. The Vikings send out their punter as he's on to kick it away. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. Out of bounds and close. The question, was it a touchback? No. They'll say it crossed out at the 2-yard line. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And the ball backed way up. So thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
So we have reached halftime here in the Thursday night opener as we send you a stone's throw away across I-4 to Orlando. There standing by is Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, we'll see if Week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. This is taken at his 4. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Vita Vea breaking through to get the sack.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle. Now a run with Cook. And he'll be taken down at the 18. 8 yards here, so that gets him back within striking distance. And now it's 3rd down. And let's see, the Bucs with 6 DBs, so a dime set here on third down. Operating from the gun, Wilson. Oh, incomplete. Nearly the pick they needed. They would have loved one there, but at least it does get them to fourth down.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on third down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. Third down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
Nearly a huge return, as it is. Still a very good one. 24 yards. And the Bucs will get ready to go on offense. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half two.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
From Viking territory now, they'll come up 1st and 10, down at the 33.
Shit. Showing it. Motion. Mike 56.
And they'll keep on the ground with Jones. He's got a first down and much more inside the 20. And he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. Ronald Jones, 33 yards. And the Bucs have taken the lead.
Well, partner, that was another explosive run. And one thing I've learned in our time in this game, yes, the offensive line has to get a lot of credit, but for big runs to occur, the wide receivers have to block well downfield.
And then you have to have a good guy carrying the ball too, right?
Oh, without a doubt. You need that difference maker lugging the rock.
They'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line.
At their own 24-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. On the ground, it's Cook. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. 2nd down.
He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Check 24.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Wilson, and Diggs has it. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. It's a gain of 11 as the Vikings pick up the first. So from Buccaneer territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 47. Give to Cook out of the gun. Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Gotta go, in and out. Go down.
From the 44, Wilson. They'll complete this to Ingram as tight end. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down. So 3rd and 2. This quite possibly 4-down territory, though, if they're stopped. Now it's Wilson. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
This offensive line flat out cannot handle this pass rush. We've seen it demonstrated time and time again to the tune of 7 sacks in this game thus far.
The offense staying out there. They look prepared to go here on 4th and 10. They'll try and throw for it with Wilson. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. The Vikings unable to convert here on fourth. And it'll be a turnover on downs.
Here we go, D.
They'll try and get the running game going with Jones. He'll get about 4 here, down to the 43-yard line.
On that last run, he's now hit the 6,000-yard mark for rushing yards in his career.
And moves him squarely into the top 100 rushers of all time. In fact, he can boast that he's rushed for over 1,000 yards more than Gale Sayers did in his career. And Gale Sayers was a Hall of Famer in a short career.
I got him, on me.
They'll go again to Jones. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
Yellow. Number 1, right?
Check 56. You.
team.
Check three.
Yellow.
Say. Hatchet.
From the gun on 3rd down, Mahomes. Well, the 2 men come together, and it's incomplete. Excellent work defensively, brings up 4th down.
Well, this at least is the right idea. I think they've got to get the tight end more involved.
He had just 1 target in the first half, incomplete. Now incomplete here with the first target of the second half.
Yeah, should not stop them at all from going back to him to find him.
Too long for a field goal, too short to punt that in between range, and they'll go for it on 4th down.
Jim.
Mahomes throwing on 4th. He's got Evans. It's a gain of 22 as we tick towards 2:22 on the clock.
56.
First and 10 at the 19-yard line.
Hey, motion backfield.
56.
Hey, rip blitz.
56 is the mic. Got scene 6. Come on, QB, come on.
Mahomes now on 1st down. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
Check 43.
Easy. Hey, 43.
Like 50. Echo 56.
You gonna see me in your nightmares, son. You gonna see me in your nightmares.
Mike's 56.
Mahomes will try again on 2nd down. Catch made here by Campbell. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice gain.
A 2nd down completion got him 7. Now here's 3rd and 3.
No.
22 jet bomber.
And again, it's Mahomes. He completes it to Evans. And down inside the 10 here before he's out of bounds right around the 7. The gain of 5 that time gives him the conversion and makes it 1st and goal.
1st and goal at the 7-yard line.
I got little lady.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he will fight his way into the end zone for a touchdown. Taking it in from 7 yards away as the Buccaneers tack on to their lead.
A good, sustained drive there in this third quarter, capping it off with a touchdown to give them a nice 2-score advantage.
It was actually a fun one to watch, wasn't it? I mean, for me, seeing the mix of what they did, how they moved the ball downfield, very sharp, too. Each and every play seemed to be executed with great dispatch.
Extra point right down the middle, and it gives his guys a 12-point advantage. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. Now a nice throw here right side. He hauls it in. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. It's a gain of 16, and the Vikings have the first down as well. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends.
Hey. Let's go. Let's do it.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. From the shotgun, Wilson finds his tight end Ingram. And they bring him to the ground just shy of mid. Vikings. 4th quarter, every drive so critical, and you figure may only get one more shot after this, so a touchdown's imperative on this drive.
It is, but you also have to think to yourself in play calling, don't hold anything back. Don't save it for the second touchdown. You've got the first one for the second one to even matter.
Throwing now, Wilson on 1st down. Wilson's got it complete. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down. Give him 9 there on the 1st down completion. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. To throw again is Wilson. Eluding the pressure right. He'll try and run it. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39.
Well, to me, this leads to the question, do you admire the way he puts his body out there all the time, or do you think he should protect himself a little bit more?
Well, he's been on the ground several times with all those sacks that he's taken. So, I don't know, I kind of admire him. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle. Wilson hit. It's loose. It's out. Fumble. And it's picked up by the Buccaneers. 30, 20, 10. And he will score. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. The offense, they've had some sloppy moments. Sloppy there again on that one, and it could be the backbreaker.
From a defensive perspective,
point after, right down the middle. And that will make this a 19-point game. So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They start the drive with Cook. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down.
Well, that's pretty symptomatic about how things have gone here. That play was just shut down right from the start.
And not going to give him a lot of confidence to help turn things around. On 2nd and 11 now. Wilson. Well, the trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give him a skosh of credit for hanging in there and trying to make something happen, despite the amount of pressure he's been under this entire game.
And that's caught by Smith. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. It's a gain of 16, and the Vikings have the first down as well.
Check. 315. Check. Right. He's done.
On first down, Wilson. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, and with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing second and a bundle.
Go. Watch the slant. Motion. Check. Preload. Tighten up.
He didn't seem in a rush. I guess they just didn't know where the play clock was.
I think you're right about that because there was no hurried movements there, right? No up-tempo at all. Clock just ran out. I think he was as surprised as maybe his bench was.
On second down, Wilson. Throw left side, complete to Ingram. Give him 18 yards on that one, and that'll make it third down. Those short little routes probably going to be open. The defense, they'll let those happen, especially when they can make an inbounds tackle.
Yeah, where's Coach Madden when you need him? He always talked about taking what the defense gives you, but sometimes you have to know when you have to take more. That was one of those situations.
From the gun on third down, Wilson. And he's able to find Diggs. And this is going to lead to another first down as the tackle's made at the Bucs 43. You cannot write these guys off just yet, not with a quarterback like that under center.
You mean it actually crossed your mind with him running the team that you could actually maybe write this game off?
Not yet.
Not a chance. Not with him.
Wilson hit. It's loose. It's out. Fumble. And it's picked up by the Buccaneers. Past the 20. 10. And he will score. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. So this defense clicking early in the year, week one, the return for a touchdown.
The organization made a concerted effort in the offseason to improve this defense. I have to say they like the early returns.
Extra point splits the uprights, and that will bump the lead up to 26. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And they weren't on the sidelines for long, but I'll tell you what, I'm glad you and I weren't down there. We could hear them. The coaches from all the way up here, they were adamant. You've got to hold on to the football or else we have no hope.
Yeah, it's easy for me to laugh sitting up here, but you're exactly right. If we were down there, that message would have been received a whole different way. Because turnovers, they've been a big problem for them. Got to take care of the football. Got to hold on to it.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair.
Let's get there.
So the Vikings in possession of the football as we get you reset. They're looking at second down now as they search for a consolation score. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. He lost 2 there, and it's third down.
I know they've got to be careful not to go to the well too often, but it's a fine line, isn't it? Because sometimes, if you've got success, you want to just keep pounding away.
But no success there. They rallied quickly on the defensive end. They run with Cook. He's been busy tonight. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. 10 yards, and it's good for a Viking first down.
I definitely like the play call. You don't expect it on 3rd and 5, 3rd and 6, do you? You expect a pass play. Had a little courage there to call the run, and boy, they were successful.
They'll run on first down. Cook. It's a 6-yard pickup, but it gets them to 2nd and 4.
Something to watch here in week 1 of the season, tackling. Because you and I both know that in the preseason, a lot of these guys don't play a whole lot. Plus, the intensity and the speed really ratchets up on opening week.
Under 10.
49, check 49, check 49.
From the 45 on second down, Wilson, he's going to let it fly. And I think that one might have been intercepted, but he will be ruled out of bounds. So this will go only as incomplete. Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on second down. From the gun, it's Wilson. And Ingram hauls it in. And this is going to lead to another first down as the tackle's made at the Bucs 35. Oh, wait, hold everything. A timeout has been called. Seemingly silly with 1 second remaining in this game. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
4 down, even.
14, 14.
One last shot for Wilson. Pressure comes, and Wilson's going to go down. Well, my friend, for the players, it's good for them to get that first game under their belt.